You're talking about revenge.
You little yapping fool! You think I want revenge?
Yes, I want revenge.
I don't want revenge. Revenge!
Revenge can change people. It can turn them into great leaders, cold-blooded killers, or leave them deeply isolated and alone. No matter where you're from or what culture you were raised in, the act of revenge tends to feel strangely satisfying to us as human beings. People seek revenge for all sorts of reasons. Maybe they've lost loved ones or their lives were ruined by someone else. Whatever the reason, some find meaning and purpose in the pursuit of vengeance. Hi, I'm Yasin and I'm on a mission to travel the world of cinema to bring you the most unforgettable revenge films ever made. Part 1. The Cold-Blooded Avenger. Let's start by going back 64 years to Europe with The Virgin Spring by Ingmar Bergman. This powerful drama takes us to medieval Sweden, where a grief-stricken father seeks brutal revenge for the rape and murder of his teenage daughter. The film masterfully portrays the collision between humanity and nature, ultimately showing how powerless we are against fate, turning this film into a full-blown tragedy. Jump to 1962 in Japan, where Masaki Kobayashi's Harakiri emerged as a samurai revenge thriller like no other. It hides its revenge plot until the final act, focusing instead on the tragic events that drives Tetsuguma Hanashiro to seek out those responsible for his son-in-law's death. Unlike many films in the genre, Harakiri isn't about killing for the sake of killing. It's a cultural and philosophical exploration of revenge set 400 years ago in Japan. A brilliant deconstruction of samurai cinema that rewards patient viewers. 11 years later, also in Japan, Toshiya Fujita delivered one of the most visually stunning and iconic revenge films ever made, Lady Snowblood. With a fiery performance from Meiko Kaji, the film follows Yuki, a woman who hunts down the men who killed her father and brother and raped her mother. Narratively, it might not be as unconventional as other films on the list, but it's a visceral and entertaining revenge tale elevated by bold visuals and unforgettable lead. The blend of elegance and savagery make Lady Snowblood a timeless genre piece. Years later in America, two films heavily inspired by Lady Snowblood were released, and I'm sure you're probably familiar with them. Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill. These films slow down the blood-soaked rampage with emotional layers that deepen the bride's journey. The first volume, while less meaningful than the sequel, is still one of the most electrifying and stylized revenge movies ever made. Uma Thurman's bride is a lone warrior driven by justice, and she makes revenge look damn cool. Then in 2014, a film came out of America that no one expected would spawn an entire franchise. John Wick, the professional hitman. What happens when a gang of thugs unknowingly brings the world's most dangerous assassin out of retirement by killing his dog? You get an action-packed masterpiece that redefined the genre. John Wick may seem small compared to its sequels, but there is a raw elegance in the first film that makes it one of the best action films of the past 2 decades. It cleverly avoids cliches and instead focuses on the emotional wreckage triggered by seemingly small but deeply personal loss. And finally, from South Korea, a director who built a whole trilogy around revenge, Park Chan-wook's Vengeance trilogy. These stunning films blew me away, and each one makes the case that revenge stories can be both brutal and beautiful. And the best one, I think the best one is Oldboy. And the Oldboy released the same year as Kill Bill. This Korean thriller has become legendary in the past 20 years, widely regarded as one of the most shocking films ever made. Yes, it's about revenge, but it's also about memory, pain, and twisted paths we follow to find meaning. The iconic one-take hallway fight is unforgettable, but it's the dark, tragic, twisted at the core that truly devastates. Experience it once, and you realize no movie explores revenge quite like Oldboy. Okay, part 2. The suffering leader. Sometimes loss doesn't just create a lone avenger. It gives rise to a leader, a rebellion, or even a war against oppression. Gladiator and Braveheart are perfect examples of this. These characters lose their families and seek revenge, but in doing so, they ignite revolutions that change the course of history. Ridley Scott's Gladiator is a cinematic triumph, an epic historical drama, a thrilling action film, and a powerful political tale all rolled into one. But above all, it's an unforgettable revenge story. Maximus, played by Russell Crowe, is a former general whose wife and son are unjustly murdered. Watching him rise from slavery to face the corrupt emperor, Commodus, played by Joaquin Phoenix, is exhilarating. His drive for revenge is so fierce that we, the audience, follow him all the way cheering for justice. Personally, I've always preferred characters like the Bride. Solitary silence, almost like a one-person army. Revenge is their only focus, and their isolation make them even more powerful. What about you? Which kind of character do you prefer? Leave a comment and let me know, and take care of yourself out there. Bye bye.